A big welcome in Antwerp, Belgium. This is the sixth and final heat of the UCI Mountainbike Eliminator World Cup. The tension is on because we have three riders who are competing for first position in the ranking. We have Simon Gegenheimer, Lorenzo Ceres and Mignoran's Alberto Fernandez. These are the finals. It's getting nervous. It's quite entertaining with several fast sectors. We are with three contenders, Simon, Lorenzo and I. Let's hope the luck is on my side to take home the trophy. I feel good. I prepared very well for this final. It's a very quick track and it's also nice weather here. Today it's going to be a tough race for the first place in the ranking with Alberto and Simon, so the tension will be high.
It's a better course for me than 2 weeks ago in Apeldoorn. In Apeldoorn there was too much corners and it was not so that you can give all your power. And here it's only power, power, power.
I think it's going to be fun. I like the course. That's, I know the obstacles are the same, but it turns out different every time with a different course, and the turns and everything make it kind of unique. So that's a good thing.
Current ranking, I'm on second position, but just one point back. So yeah, that's the aim for today. Keep the other competitors behind me and win the overall.
First time trial on the menu, seating is all that counts for the riders. Jeroen van Eck, the Dutch champion, always strong, aiming for a high ranking. And also Ceres, who is currently third in ranking, but he can still win the final. Titouan, the European champion, always a strong contestant. And then we have Bitterbeer, Mignoran's Alberto Fernandez, always good for some fireworks and risky business. Simon Rogier won in the USA, highly precision, goes for fourth position, and our Belgian Fabrice Mels going very hard, has the best time. Simon Gegenheimer, man to beat, won the former heat in Apeldoorn and fell unluckily in Winterberg. He wants to win in Antwerp.
I felt really good in the qualification, but one of the last corners I crashed again. The front wheel slipped, so I could continue and I didn't lose that much time like in Winterberg, so I'm qualified. But yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. It's a World Cup and it should not be happening.
The women's time trials, and also here the stakes are high and the competition is tough. But in Zeitz, Swiss, very strong. French champion Perrine Clausel. And then the girl to beat, the favorite Lizzie Whitlocks. Took the leader's jersey back last week and will defend it very strongly. Her biggest competitor is Ingrid Jacobsen. She was out in the last heat, now a little setback, but she recovers well.
The rear wheel slipped out a little bit and it was at the bottom of the small grass climb, so I lost a lot of speed, but it's nothing to worry about. Hopefully I'm done with all the crashes and stupid things now and I can focus on just riding fast as possible.
The qualification was quite okay. I was 3 seconds faster than the second one, so yeah, it's good. I didn't expect it because I was suffering from some ribs injuries a couple of weeks ago, and I felt a little bit sick this week, but yeah, the feeling is now okay, so I hope in the heats it will be the same feeling, and yeah, we will see.
Overview of the time trials. Whitlocks, further on Zeitz, Clausel and Perrine Clausel. And the men are led by Fabrice Mels, Levi Braam, Titouan Perrin and Briata. First quarter-final with Fabrice Mels, Lopez Gomez Alessandro, Simon Rogier and Anton Olstein. And they are gone for this first quarter-finals. With Mels very strong, taking the lead very early in this race. And then there is an attacking Rogier. who wants to take over. The Belgian is looking around, waiting and deciding what he has to do, and Roger taking over. The Belgian put into second position, keeping the rest off. Then on this little hill, accelerating, taking back this first position. First to continue to the semi-finals. And there we have the sprint. Mels waiting, Roger at the finish line, jumping over. So Mels and Roger are through. Quarterfinal number 2, and we have two French riders, Briata and Ceres, an Italian, Manchetti, and a Belgian rider, Bram Kreve. Ceres taking the lead immediately after the start, and Briata in his wheel. The first phase of this heat, all four riders are very close, but very soon we see the first gap in between the first two and number 3 and 4. This is happening here. Still on first position in the lead is Ceres, followed by Briata, who is preparing his attack. And here this attack is coming. Briata taking over in the last lap and winning the race very easily. So Briata and Ceres going through to the semi-finals. It'll be a very tough semi-final with 3 French people. It's going to be complex. Third quarterfinals with Levi Braam, Dutch rider, Jeroen van Eck, also a Dutch rider, Mignorens Fernandez Alberto from Spain, and Arne Nuis. It's Levi Braam taking the best start, and Van Eck taking over very soon. Mignorens only in third position. So far very close. Little slippery situation there for Mignorens. And here we have Levi Braam in a very interesting race, putting it all together with Jeroen van Eck. And there is Mignorens. What a sprint he performs there. Braam coming back, taking back his leading position. Mignorens in second. Don't forget the third Dutch rider. Now this little gap, will that be enough for the two leaders? Van Eck coming very close. Mignorens under fire. Mignorens ending second. The winner here in this quarterfinals is Levi Braam. First two going through to the semi-finals.
Oh, that was stronger, but I waited too long, and then it was just 10 centimeters, but I should have pushed earlier, or at least I should have done more than I did today. And it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel nice at all, no.
Honestly, I've been struggling on the first uphill. It was close with Levi Braam. However, I'll pass on to the semi-finals. We were fairly sprinting towards the finish, and for now, I'll try to keep on qualifying. Fourth quarterfinal, and we have Robin van den Abelen, Titouan Perrin-Garnier, Jay Bittebeer, and Simon Gegenheimer. The European champion Titouan Perrin-Garnier is very strong. First of all, it's Simon Gegenheimer taking the lead, but immediately Titouan Perrin-Garnier taking over this leading position. So the European champion in the lead against this Gegenheimer. Second lap, and we have an attack of Robin van den Abelen. This can be very interesting. What is happening here? Gegenheimer under fire. But the old fox is closing the door. And in the meantime, we have a move of Jay Bittebeer moving into third position. Robin van den Abelen now fourth, but still in the lead. Titouan Perrin-Garnier in front of Simon Gegenheimer And these are 1 and 2 coming over the finish line. So these two we'll see back in semi-finals.
I have a good legs today, and I have a lot of confidence today.
In the second lap, it was really close to the others, and I had to fight hard for the second spot.
First semi-finals women. First two continue to the finals. We have Perrine Clausel for France. Then we have Ella Holmegaard and, of course, Lizzie Whitlocks. Lizzie Whitlocks taking the lead very fast in this race, very fast in the first lap. And it's the French rider in second position, immediately overtaken by Ella Holmegaard. Holmegaard now is second. The French rider, Perrine Clausel, in second position now. This is an interesting fight between the French and Ella Holmegaard. Elma Holmegaard, third position, and they're in attack going into the second lap. An attack of Perrine Clausel, but Lizzie Whitlocks keeping the pace, keeping the lead in this race. French rider again being attacked by Holmegaard. Holmegaard now again in second position. What a fight in between these two. It seems that Lizzie Whitlocks is going for victory, but the second place, second position isn't clear at all. Holmegaard and now Clausel. Clausel, what has she still got in that little body on that big bite? Here is she coming, the French. What a jump! And finishing second after Lizzie Whitlocks. Second semi-final, and we have Colleen Closure, Mylen Muller, Aline Zeitz and Ingrid Jacobsen taking the start in this semi-final. That is a very promising race with 4 riders very close to one another. Closure winning last week in Apeldoorn, taking the lead, followed by Aline Zeitz. Then we have Mylen Muller and in fourth position Ingrid Jacobsen. After the first lap, the race seems to be run already. Oh, there we have an attack of Ingrid Jacobsen, moving away forward to third and maybe second position. No, she can't get into second position. Still in the lead, Claudine Closure, followed by Aline Zeitz. Here is Jacobsen coming again. Muller out of the race. We have a jump, and who is 1 and 2? Oh, it's Colleen Closure and Aline Zeitz.
I had a too slow start and ended up in a fourth position. Fair enough, but I didn't have the speed in the start and trying to catch up on the final lap, of course. But I don't know, 2 meters too short or something. Then I would have been before the other girls. But I mean, that's racing.
First semi-final men, and we have Mels, Ceres, Briata and Roger at the starting line. 3 French riders in this race. What a race this will be. And Mels, the Belgian rider, the home rider, taking a cannonball start, flashing away with the 3 others, keeping the pace. But Mels heading for victory, heading for position in the finals. Oh, what a disappointing move of Mels, nearly came to a fall. The race is over for him, and we have 2 guys who are away, who took advantage of this situation. Briata and Ceres gone forever. Briata chasing Ceres and shaking hands as they cross the finish line, but what a disappointment for this guy.
At the half of the race, Fabrice wanted to slow down a little bit, so I decided to pass him, but he took the left track, and I wanted to pass him off the left, and so it was a little risky.
Second semi-final men with Levi Brahm, Simon Gegenheimer, Titouan Perret-Garnier and of course Mignorance Fernandez. We are gone for 2 laps of big racing, and it's Levi Braam taking the lead in this first lap, in this first part, in this first sector of this semi-final, chased by Simon Gegenheimer. In third position we have Titouan Perrin-Garnier, and in last position Mignorans Fernandez, heading for the last part, the sprint part towards the finishing line, end of the first lap. And we have an attack of Simon Gegenheimer taking the lead. Braam in his wheel. In the third position, Titouan Perrin-Garnier giving it all, but there is Mignorans Fernandez chasing Titouan Perrin-Garnier. Heading for the curve. Watch out now. Who is making his move? Fall of Titouan Perrin-Garnier, and Mignorans Fernandez nearly came to a fall as well. So what a disappointing finish, but easy win for Gegenheimer. Braam finishing second. There was Titouan crashing in the final lap, and I got a flat tire as my wheel hit his chainring. So the game was over. I think I will get third in the general classification, which is not bad. I'll keep on fighting in the B finals. The B finals, and first of all the man taking the start with Titouan Perrin-Garnier taking the lead, and Mels, our Belgian rider, our home rider, taking over in this B final and winning quite easily, finishing with a wheelie. Great race of Mels. Women's B final with a very strong Ella Holmegard winning this B final. And then the final in Antwerp, women's final with Zeitz, Closure, Whitlocks and Clozel. Gone they are, 2 laps to go with a great start of Zeitz taking the lead, going over the safety jogger bridge without any problems. A little gap already, but chased by Lizzie Whitlocks, and further on Closure and Clozel. Still in the lead, Zeitz at the end of the first lap. There we have the attack of Lizzie Whitlocks. Lizzie Whitlocks taking over the lead, jumping over Zeitz. Zeitz in difficulties, trying to keep the pace of Whitlocks, but Whitlocks winning easily this Antwerp heat of this championship. Whitlocks number 1, 2 Zeitz, 3 Clozel, 4 Closure.
I hope that I could take the leader's jersey, but yeah, to also take the win in the finals, yeah, that feels great.
I'm also really happy with the second place, because it is an improvement from my last race in Winterberg. There I became third, and so yeah, I'm really happy. It's cool.
And then we have the men's final with Levi Braam, number 2, number 5 Lorenzo Serres. Then we have 4 Hugo Briata, and number 14 Simon Gegenheimer. Strong start of Braam, heading in first position to the safety jogger bridge, chased by Gegenheimer. And then big problems for Levi Braam. Chain break, game over for Braam. Hugo Briata taking over the lead now. Strong rider, has shown that in Apeldoorn already. And Simon Gegenheimer chasing him, trying to secure his second position, because Lorenzo Serres is also there. He's having big problems to keep up with the high pace in this race, in this final, a final that's being dictated by Hugo Briata. Simon Gegenheimer at the end of the first lap, breathing in the neck of the leader of Briata. bridge again. Still Briata in the lead. Little gap. Gegenheimer problems to follow the leader. And for Ceres, third position will be the verdict. Is Gegenheimer still able to come back? No, he's not able to come back. It's Hugo Briata winning in Antwerp. And in second place, second position for Simon Gegenheimer. Third, Lorenzo Ceres. And fourth, the unlucky Levi Brahm.
I took the lead, and then in my head I said, no, you give everything you have. It's 1 minute. At the end of this minute, it's the World Cup win, and so I gave everything I had. La finale était très dure.
It was very hard. I had some difficulties in the beginning.
J'arrivais pas dès le départ, je me suis fait un peu distancer.
It was very hard to get back.
Une fois que je suis revenu sur après,
I could close the gap, but I finished third.
Et voilà, déjà une troisième place, c'est très beau.
I'm happy. It's an amazing feeling. I am finished second, but I won the overall title. It's crazy.
Today's winners and the final podium of this World Cup with Lizzie Whitlocks on top of the world.
No word for it. It's at the beginning of the season you hope to do a real good job, and then now it's the end of the season, and then you win the World Cup. Yeah, it's great.
Lucky to take second, had some ups and downs during the previous races and can't complain. Glad that the season is over, and it's been a lot of fun running these limited races, definitely.
It's my first season in UCI, missed a few, and at the third I'm very happy with my result. Final standing women with Whitlocks, Jacobsen and Closure on the podium. Final standing men with Gegenheimer, Ceres and Mignorance Fernandez. That's the top three for this year. Simon Gegenheimer receiving the jersey and the trophy.
Really happy. It's an amazing feeling, and I worked for it the complete season. Yeah, so I'm really overwhelmed.
I'm very happy to end in second place with the fantastic opponents. I want to thank my trainer, my family. It was super. I'm very happy to be on a World Cup podium. Both Simon and Lorenzo have had a great year. It was an amazing final round. Nothing was sure until the finals. The strongest won, but I'll be back next year, that's for sure.